Hi everyone, and welcome back to Tootsie Tuesday Summer Set of Toes, matching this beautiful tropical set of nails. Can't wait for you guys to see them. Now, before I go on, I'm going to read the last of this Words of Jesus for Women. I'm going to read the very last one to you guys, and then I am done. I'm going to start the new one that I got from Jennifer. Jennifer, thank you so much for these books. I absolutely love them. This one really lasted a long time, but this last one is my all-time favorite verse. Well, I have a few favorite verses, but this one is on the top of my list. Definitely in the top 3. I absolutely love this one. So I can't wait to read it to you guys. And then we're going to go on to this design. We are on Do You Believe? Mark 11:24. Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. And it goes on to say, when you pray, do you really believe that God hears you and that he will answer? Prayer is such a privilege. It's your opportunity to tell God what's on your heart, what you are worried about, what you are hoping for, what you need. Of course, it is important to pray in God's will, which you can know by reading his word and obeying him. Then the things you pray for will be in line with his will. It's wonderful that Jesus will hear your prayers and will answer them. I love that verse and I love the analogy. You know, it's always letting his will be done for your life. But when you pray for things, definitely God can answer them, especially when you are reading his word, obeying him. Of course, he wants to answer your heart's desires and your prayer request and all that. Of course, he wants to answer it. He loves us. And if he sees we're doing so much for him and making him number one, there ain't nothing too big for God. Nothing. And that's why I truly still believe in my heart that he's going to have my miracle baby, our little girl. I still believe that. And I don't care how long I have to pray for it. I always say, with your will be done for my life. And being patient, I just know he's gonna. I recently asked for something from God, and like he does, he either answers it right now, he says not now, or no. That's all he answers. So yes, no, or not now. And I just feel like this last prayer that I prayed for, I mean, instantly it was being answered. And it's just amazing what he's doing for me. Just amazing that I can see the power of God working with, you know, my prayer request that I had asked for. So I do believe that, yes, one day my husband and I will be a father and mother of a baby girl. I do believe that's going to happen. And I will tell you guys her name after that all happens. But my faith is that big. And you only have to have faith the size of a mustard seed, which is so tiny. But again, I tell you guys, it grows to be the biggest tree. So I like that analogy on that too. But yes, I do believe that God does answer prayers. He's answered so many of my prayers. I mean, my dad's here today. We're going to celebrate Father's Day. Today is Father's Day. So I hope all you fathers out there are having a wonderful Father's Day. I do realize you're going to get this video late, but I did put up a Father's Day vlog for you guys. So I got to say it on there. But today is actually Father's Day. So, and all you ladies out there that play both roles, happy Father's Day to you as well, because you did a great job as a mother and a father. Not easy to do both. But anyways, yeah. And we have a loving Father, which I want to wish him again. Happy Father's Day to our Heavenly Father, and who loves us more than anybody could ever love us. So he does want to answer your prayer requests, your heart's desires, your needs, your wants, even your wants. He wants to answer them. But does he always? No, because there's a reason why. And we can ask him one day why. And he'll tell us why. Because maybe in some form it was going to hurt us. We don't always know what's right for us, but God does. But he does answer prayer. I can tell you that because he answered one, and he's answered many prayers for me. Many prayers. And I love that it ended with this verse. I love it. And I'm going to be starting the new book. So I can't wait to see what that one has to offer for us. Down below it says, pray continually. 1 Thessalonians 5:17. Pray. God just wants you to pray all day long. Be praying and asking him all day long for things, all day long. Just be praying for yourself and for others. It's very important to pray for others. Start your day, go through your day, and end your day with life's manual, the Holy Bible. Study it, read it, and get a great personal relationship with Jesus, our Lord and Savior. And read this book. It's a love story. I keep telling people, I heard that the other day when I was listening to my nightly routine of listening to, the Word of God and all that. And it said it's a love story, and it is. I mean, that's all God talks about in here is how much he loves us. He loves us so much, he sent his son to die for us so we could have eternal life just by believing. It's amazing. So read it, study it, and get a personal relationship and get your salvation today. So you know where you're going. When your time is up, you don't worry anymore about dying because we'll never die. We live on forever in heaven then. I hope you guys enjoyed this verse. It's absolutely one of my favorites. So that one, and I love Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I love John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, that whoever believeth in him shall not perish but have eternal life. Those are my three most favorite verses. There's so many more in there that I love, but those ones I really, really, really do love. And that's Mark 11:24. So, right? Better be right. Mark 11:24. Yep. I should know because it's my favorite verse. But anyways, I love you guys very much. I hope you will enjoy this first tropical set of toes matching the nails I did for Monday. And I can't wait for you guys to see the first Wear It Wednesday outfit for the summer and what I am doing for it. And I will continue to do that after that. And I know you guys are going to love it. So stay tuned, you guys. Big surprise tomorrow for that new my new fashion channel. I can't wait. I love all of you guys very much. Everybody take care. God bless. And I will see each and every one of you in my very next upload. Hi, everyone. So here's what I chose to go with for my first summer Tootsie Tuesday toes. We've done a tropical look that matches this set of nails I did for Manny Monday. And now we've got the toes matching. If you'd like to see how I did this one, continue watching. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Tootsie Tuesday, the very first set of summer toes matching this set of nails I did for Manny Monday, a tropical look. So we're going to do the toes. I always do them slightly different, but on the big toe, you see I did do the angle like I did on the nails, and then the rest I just did a French tip. I did a sheer pink background, and then on the big toe I am going to do that tropical look with the leaves and the flowers, and then the rest of them are just going to have the rhinestones. So let me go through and show you all the supplies. It's all the same supplies excuse me, I used in Monday's video, but again, I always show it in case somebody doesn't watch the nail video. All right, so here's my palette right here, and I've got all different colors here, so I'm going to kind of go over them with you guys. So I'm using a neon green. All these ones I got from Walmart. So neon green, a neon orange, a apricot, a sunny day, all by Apple Barrel. And then, whoops, this one here called Pink Diva. This orange one here called Pumpkin Orange. This green one here called Lime Tree. And then I got one that I got from Target. It was the Palmer Paints, and that one is totally teal. So what I did here is I mixed the paints and came up with some pretty colors to do the tropical looks. And you always need a little bit of white in some of them because they become very transparent unless you add white into neons. But this one here, I added the neon pink with that pumpkin orange. And I did some of this right here that, can't remember the name of that one. What was that called? The apricot. So I mixed that in and I got this color. And then these colors here I'll be using too. That yellow color I'll be using. And then I've got a teal here. Now that teal is a little bit chunky. I did water it down, and I got some white and then some of the darker teals. And then the greens, I mixed the two greens and a little bit of white with it there to do the leaves and everything. So you see kind of how I did this. That's how I'll be doing that. And then I will be adding in rhinestones. I'm going to glue them down with an brush-on glue I get from Sally's. And then I'm also going to use these stones here. So I am going to use a little bit of a smaller size of the crystal, smaller than I did on the nails because they're going on the little toes. And then those tiny little iridescent stones will go into the flowers like I did there, where I put it into the flowers. Then I'm going to top coat it with, sorry, I didn't show you what I started with, but I'm going to top coat with the Seche Vite Dry Fast top coat when I'm all done. And the colors I used for the nails, I made this one here. It is a sheer color, and I just took about 20 drops of a hot neon pink. You see it at the bottom because it's not mixed. Right now, you're just going to mix it up, and I did it in this LA Colors base and top coat and shook it up, and that's what I used for the sheer color, and it's hard to see on here, but it is pink. And then I did this pink here that is numbers 947, got from Dollar Tree. This one also from Dollar Tree, and it's called Pink Bubbles. And what I did is after I did the pink, I just kind of dry brushed. So I just opened it up and wiped most of the paint off and just dry brushed through. I'll kind of get close for you to see what I'm talking about. it's like dry brushed in there. So it has 2 shades of the pink, and I did that all through the toes like that. So pretty easy to do. I'll be working with Robin Moses's brush, her wand. I'll list it down below, her channel, if you want to order it. It's robinmosesnailart.com. There's the end of it there. This is her liner, and she has, this is, yeah, her liner, and the other one is called her striper. It's the unicorn. Her brushes she has made and designed. They are awesome, and I do highly recommend them for doing her art or your own art. All right, so I'm going to get started here, you guys. I'm going to start with doing the tropical flowers on the big toe, and I'll come back in and show you guys on the other one. Okay, so we started with the leaves. I did some, just a tropical leaf garden, and now I'm going to do that on the other side, and then we'll be doing the flowers right over the top. Let me draw in here, and we're just going to go ahead and just kind of start with this kind of darker teal. That's what I want to start with, and yeah, it's very thick, very hard to work with, but we'll manage. So I'm just going to start this way with it, and I'm just going to set it down and just kind of pull like that, pull like that. I just want it to have just some kind of leaf looks. And then down here, I want to have that look of just like a tropical, that like on the side. You'll see what I'm talking about. Just tropical leaves is what I'm looking for. So now we're going to do quick strokes like this, just kind of coming off like with the points like that. I really like that. And then we're going to add in a little bit of a highlight into them. So right where they're wet, I'm just going to go in and put a small highlight in it. And don't worry if you mess up a little bit. Like there, I had quite a bit in there, but I'm not worried. I like it. It's fine. It's not a problem. It is the toes. I just had a little bit much. And now I'm going to start working in the 2 tones of greens. And we're just going to go ahead and put some leaves on the actual, like, it's almost like these are branches I'm working with. And so I just want to get some leaves going in there with just some, tropical colors. That's really what I'm looking for, is a tropical forest. And that's how I did the fingers. So just had some tropical green in there. And then I'm going to dip into the white part where I put white into the green. And we'll give that a highlight as well. Just sticking it through, right through the wet paint. That's fine. Just get most of the white to do this with. So you're going to have a nice little highlight through it. And it just makes it pop more when you have the highlight. Gives it dimension. So there you go. We've got the look of the tropical leaf garden, but we need to add the flowers over the top now. So now I'm going to work on the flowers. I'm going to let it dry, of course, first, and then I'm going to work on the flowers. We're going to start with white as the base, and then we'll add color into it. So now we've got the white flowers to start the base, and of course I'm going to add color into them, but also leaving some of the white. All right, let's draw in here, and I'm just going to work in the white, just the stark white. And we're just going to start putting in some flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of place them differently than I did over here. So I'm going to do a half one here. So we're just going to kind of have this one coming off the side here. Whoops, let me get in more. And I'm just kind of doing it like I did with my other flowers, kind of a fan flower. And I actually can do a small one right there. So there's that one. And then I'm going to do a full one down in here, going the other way. And I'm just doing 4 petals. So you want to just go kind of like you're just doing a triangle, but a wider one. So just go like this and keep just moving till it, looks like a triangle shape, but a flower, and just don't have the flowers touching. You want them separated from each other. Then over here, I'm just going to do a half one over here. So, and you can just go right over the leaves. Don't worry. That's what makes it so pretty, is having it right over the leaves like that. So, yep, that's what, actually I can add one in this one too. I didn't realize I can. A little one in there. So there's the flowers. Now we've got to add the color into it to give it the tropical feel. So let me go ahead and get the color in it, and I will return. So now you see the beautiful colors of the flowers, leaving the white to the tips, but just different shades of the coloration. So let me draw in here and let me show you. So I basically am just going anywhere. So I'm going to grab this color here, and even if it gets a little pink in it, that's okay. And I'm just going to do about 1/3 of the way up, going up with it, and leaving some of the white, but just going about 1/3 of the way up to the flower. And then right in there, I'm actually going to add a little bit of pink too. See, that's how you do it. That's how you get that coloration, how you get these beautiful flowers. Now I'm going to go into this one here that I made, and I'm going to do that one on one of the flowers, going again about 1/3 of the way up. And we're going to add yellow into that when we're done. But you see, I'm just tapping it in, Just tap it in, and then I'll get a little bit more there. And then I'm going to go right into the yellow without even cleaning the brush, because it doesn't matter. You want these colors to blend. I'm just going to kind of put a little yellow in it now. See? Just dotting it in. Isn't that gorgeous? Now let's do the yellow, but the yellow mixture with the orange and all that. So we're just going to go like this. And, whoops, that was a little full of paint. That's okay. Can be fixed. This one will just have a little bit more pink in it. And then I'm going to add a little bit more of the yellow, just kind of over it like that. So it gives it that really strong tropical look. Isn't that beautiful? Let's add just a little bit more going up here. All right, you guys. Oh my gosh, aren't these gorgeous? Love my tropical flowers. Perfect for the summer to start it off, right? And I am excited about the Wear It Wednesday tomorrow. Can't wait for you guys to see that. That matches this set. All right, next we're going to put in the crystals. So I'm going to go ahead and get most of them done, and I'll come back in and show you. All right, now we've got the crystals. I did do the small little crystals, and this I'll get up close and show you. And then the middle-size crystals going across. I left this one open and this one to show you, but let me draw in just so you can see the crystals in this one inside the flowers. Isn't that pretty? All right, so let's go ahead and get out what I need here. I'm just going to get out the stone I need. So I need that one. I'll just bring it forward here more so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I do have it within the camera there. That one, and then we'll just do some little ones. But first we'll get the big one on. So we're just going to put a dot of glue right there. It's always great to use a brush on glue. And then I'm just going to pick it up with this Q-tip. Oh, shoot. It's not ruined. I just don't like when it the Q-tip kind of sticks to it because you get fuzzies then, but I'll clean that up. And just keep playing with it till you get it to set, you know, in the glue. Like that. You kind of want it halfway up, halfway down is how I'm doing that. And then inside my flowers, I'm just going to do a dot inside of each one. Just a dot, and a dot of glue. Hopefully I have enough there. Let me just get a little bit more there just to make sure. It didn't seem like anything went in that one. I never can tell because it's clear. All right, then we're just going to dip into here and get out these small little crystals here. The really tiny ones with the orange wood stick. And, of course, I got my fan on because it's warm back here. And, of course, because I'm on film, they're not going to pick up. They pick up so fast when I'm not on film. It's so funny. You want to make sure it doesn't get tipped over upside down because then you definitely get fogging in the crystals. So just get it right in the center of the flower like that. And I'm going to grab two more. One there. And one more. Don't turn right there. And put it, oh God. Stay down. All right, we got that one right in the center there. But isn't that pretty, you guys? Now all I have to do is top coat everything with the Dry Fast top coat, the Seche Vite. And I always do 2 coats because when you're doing the toes, I'm just trying to get the cover on this here. When you're doing the toes, they, gosh, I lost my train of thought. When you do them and you just do 1 coat, what happens is you just don't get that beautiful, I'm trying to back up here. You just don't get that beautiful shine, you know, when doing 1 coat. I'm sorry, losing train of thought here. You don't get that beautiful shine, and that's what I'm looking for is a beautiful shine. So I always do 2 coats, but I'm going to let everything dry perfectly. It pretty much is, and then I'm going to do the Seche Vite, clean up whatever I messed up here with the Q-tip there. Get that cleaned up, and then I'll come back to show you guys all the end product. Okay, everyone, I am all done with the toes, and I love them. They are so summer-like and so tropical, so pretty, so beautiful. Absolutely just loving them and loving the nails that, you know, match them. Of course, tomorrow when you guys get the Wear It Wednesday, I am just ecstatic, super excited for you guys to see what I'm doing on my channel, how I'm changing it up. And you guys, I hope you guys have a blast with it just as much as I'm going to. And, you know, just doing all these summer looks. And the different change will be for every season that I'm doing. I'm going to be doing it for every video. But yeah, I'm just excited to start it off with the summer look. So I'm coming in with a huge bang, you guys. And I love these toes. I hope you guys do as well. And it can be done in any color. So if, let's say you wanted like a hot neon, yellow or an orange, whatever you wanted. You definitely could have done that. I went with pink for a reason because I match an outfit. And yeah, other than that, I hope everybody is staying safe, happy, and healthy, and always leaning on the Lord. Everybody take care, and God bless.